You know what's great about these pieces of equipment? You know what's fantastic about these pieces of equipment? Absolutely nothing. You see how easily this thing falls apart? What do they call this? Some kind of an ab wheel? Well, I'll give them the ab wheel. You know where they can put the ab wheel? Right where the sun doesn't shine. But we stick with basics here because basics do the trick. They work, they work, they work, I promise you. We don't waste time, we get down to it. Instead of that abdominal tool that they gave me for about 40 cents. Let's try to do this little reverse abdominal exercise that actually does the trick with a little twist. Getting the feet off the ground but twisting at the same time. Transitioning right into the old time crunch. Trying to pause on top, pausing on top. For a little count, activate those abdominals. How about a reach? Get that midsection moving. Twisting. Is this fun or what? Say yes. And I cross the left over the right. And the right over the left. I'm kind of improvising as I go along. Turning the hips and the torso in the opposite direction. Getting that midsection moving the best I can. Squeezing the abs. Come here. Squeezing here. Kickbacks involving the glutes. Flexing the abs. Back on the glutes. Transitioning to the right. What's good for the left is good for the right. Not in the political sense. You know how it is. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab some dumbbells. When in doubt, grab the dumbbells. Front raise. Trying to lessen the amount of momentum I'm using the best I can. These are kind of heavy, but it's working. As I grow more fatigued, I'll transition to the lighter 15s, but continue with the same exercise. Oh, that's nice. Transitioning to kickbacks. Upper arm in place, extending. Four more to go. About a 12 count, I think. And hopping riding the bike, keeping the heart rate going. The problem with these things is I can't hook in immediately. I gotta kind of work up to it. Here we go. Here we go. And I'm counting a crude minute. Because I happen not to have a counter on this bike. I'm counting a minute, roughly, of pedaling at a moderate rate. I'm not as intense as a number 10 from a 1 to 10 scale. On a 1 to 10 scale, it's more like a 6. I'll continue that for around about a minute, which I'm counting in my head. Everything is improvised. Inexpensive piece of equipment, an exercise bike with no frills, no extras, probably made about 20 years ago. Good as new. I keep it up, keep maintenance on it. As you see, you can pan over here. We have increments of 40, 35, 25, 15. That's about all you need. I got my cardiovascular equipment right here and my legs. I can transition into some of these, and the heart rate is still going up. And I think I'll do some presses on my back for the chest. Get out of the way. The old flip and getting underneath the weight. Elbows back, driving that weight up, feeling the weight as I lower it, really accentuating the negative part of the movement there. Squeezing hard on top. Last one. Transitioning into flies. The old-fashioned fly. This time, you're hugging a baby, or they say hugging a tree. Instead of a press, it's a little arc. I'm just going down as far as the floor will allow me to go down. Stretching, squeezing. Squeezing, squeezing. Grabbing the 15s, going right to tricep extensions. From a lying position, it certainly hits on a very good angle, working the tris in a different manner than usual from the standing position, or the kickbacks that we did earlier. These are excellent. And just because I'm too lazy to stand up. Nice time to be lazy when you're trying to work out, but you know how it is. Short little curls. Always under control. Popping right back on the bike. I'm going to do part 1 now, and I will come back with part 2, probably from the outdoors, later on this afternoon. Now, the last time we got on the bike, a few minutes ago, we did a minute. I'll do 2. The first 30 seconds or so, relatively intense, stepping up the pace. And then back to a moderate pace for the second 30 minutes, then back to an intense pace for the next 30, so on and so forth for 2 minutes. Are you enjoying this? Are you enjoying seeing me sweat? I hope so. I'll see you later for part 2.